So news broke yesterday that I guess is finally official, that the Saw franchise has been saved, but it's by someone who's pretty contentious for a lot of people, and that is BlumHouse. BlumHouse now owns the rights to the Saw franchise, and people have words. I have words. I'm sure a lot of you guys have thoughts on it too. Now, I've made it no secret that I have not been a fan of Blumhouse's shall we say, work ethics. Not ethics, that's the wrong word. The quality. They've done quantity over quality. That's what they've really done, is try to just pump out as many movies and get a return, even though those movies have really been bad. Of course, you look at Exorcist Believer, you look at Night Swim, Imaginary. I know it made a lot of money, and I know a lot of people liked it, but I did not care for Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was excited for that movie because I really wanted to see what they do, and it was a boring mess for me. If you liked, that's fine. But yeah, I did not care for it, and I have not cared for a lot of their films. Now, I am interested to see what Blumhouse will do. The Megan sequel looks fucking ridiculous, and it only looks like it looks like it's either going to be fun or like a bad fun movie. For Megan 2.0. And of course you have Mike Flanagan's Exorcist movie, which does sound like it's going to be delayed, which I'm fine with. You can't rush art, so I'll give you that. I don't know if that's going to be under Blumhouse. I've heard it still is, but it will be a Universal Picture movie. So Flanagan's Exorcist, I can wait. But for the most part, yeah, Blumhouse has really done nothing to really make me go, oh yeah, this is, oh yeah, it's not making me go Kool-Aid Man for Saw to be at Blumhouse. Having said that, though, it's not the worst thing that could have happened for Saw. There was a time where the Saw franchise was basically in limbo, and we all thought it was going to get just completely thrown under the bus. So I'm glad there is someone who bought it. I'm glad, and it is someone who, it is a franchise that understands it's a horror franchise. Is it going to turn out well? We don't know. And yeah, again, Blumhouse's record so far has been quantity over quality multiple times over. So I worry, but again, it's not the worst thing that could have happened at all. And people, and also you have to remember that Blumhouse is partnered with Atomic Monster, which is James Wan's company. So it is back with James Wan, the creator. So it is cool to see that. And yeah, I'm happy that it did make it has, come back to the creator. It's come to a studio that understands it. Now, from what I understand is that Lionsgate will still be the distributor and get a portion of the distribution rights. They're still partnered with Blumhouse. So they'll be distributor, they'll be, I don't think they'll be producing. I think it's all like under Blumhouse, and they'll be doing like the distribution and the promotion and everything else. So Lionsgate does have a small piece of the pie still. But for the most part, it is under Blumhouse, like rights everything else, I think. IP is a strange thing, but I digress. I like I said, I'm of two minds. I think I've said it before. I'm of two minds about this situation. On one hand, Blumhouse was the safest pick it could have gone, and I do prefer it go to somebody, and somebody who understands horror, rather than no studio at all, or someone who would have just taken the IP and done jack all with it. Like, thank God it didn't go to Sony. Like, I am shocked it did not, Sony or, Paramount or someone tried to, one of these bigger studios tried to take it. I know Lionsgate, Blumhouse has money, but it doesn't exactly have, major studio money. So the fact that, Blumhouse was the one to win this fight is kind of shocking. And it kind of shows that maybe, James Wan and Jason Blum, they do want to make this a proper property again. And I'm also going to say this right now, because we're 5 minutes in and you probably were expecting this. Can you just release Saw 11? Can you just Blumhouse? You have a fully made movie already done? Just put it out there. You already have your first movie out there. Just do Saw 11. Like, I'm also not gonna be like certain people who cry every time they don't every time a movie studio does anything news. Is like, I won't forgive them for not producing Batgirl. We get it. You don't like that movie's lost and whatnot. But like I said, it'd be a disservice if you already had a movie right there for you. And I don't know if they want to now. We don't know Blumhouse's intentions. That's the other thing. We don't know what they want to do with this franchise. So could it be a full-ass reboot? Could it be, another spin-off story like Chris Rock's movie? Or do they want to continue the story? I think it would be I think, again, you have Saw 11 right there, and you have a franchise already built in. Like, you have a massive fan base already, and Saw X has probably been the most solid of the later films of the Saw franchise. So I think it would just be crazy not to release Saw 11 with Lionsgate and whatnot. So I think that's the smart idea. I don't think a reboot is a good idea in the slightest. I know Tobin Bell is pushing near, I think, in his early 80s. If not, I think it's late 70s, early 80s. But point being, you're not going to have Tobin Bell around forever. So, I think it would be important to have him around for a little longer. And I don't think you should reboot Saw. Because it's I feel like this franchise doesn't need it. Like, I don't think, and I'm saying this not as a Saw fan. I know, I'm 7 minutes in and I'm just now telling you guys, I'm not the biggest Saw guy, but I don't think this movie needs a reboot. That's my thing, is that I don't really feel like this franchise is big enough, and also, I know it's very continuity heavy, but I understand that, there are still people going to see this for the trap kills. Now, I know some other people are going to be like, oh, Blumhouse is going to cheapen it. I'm well aware that they're probably going to probably cut the budget down, but Saw never really had the biggest budget for most films. I think the most expensive was Saw 4 or 5, right? Jigsaw, I think, was the most expensive. Again, I'm not wholly sure, but these films are pretty cheap to make, so again, it's another W for Blumhouse that you can do it kind of a cheaper film. I think that would also probably make it more of the guerrilla style we saw from the first 3 films. I also am a firm believer that, I think we could do something a little more creative. Creative in the sense that, we can actually do, a solid story without, a giant budget, and not, I don't know, Jason Blum. How about, an actual fucking story instead of, the gimmick being the reason why we're here, and that's really it. Again, I'm not saying this is a perfect situation at all. I'm in no way saying, oh, Blumhouse saved us and all that. No, I have my problems with Blumhouse, but Saw really does kind of again, I prefer a movie rather than no movie at all, or no Saw at all. I just wonder if it's going to be reboot, or they're going to release Saw 11 and continue with the franchise. I would not be shocked if James Wan decided to do that, because he hasn't really been part of the franchise. So I wonder if he'll try to do a stamp on it, or try to cut the continuity down. We're just going to go Saw 1 through 3 and everything else is non-canon anymore. That could easily be the case. But yeah, for right now, I think it's a safe. I think it's it's a safe franchise. But I also understand that we're not out of the woods yet. I'm also of that mindset of yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that I still got questions about, and it does make me wonder of what else are they going to do, or what are they going to do? Are they going to release Saw 11? Are they going to just reboot it? Are they just going to do a new film and ignore Saw 11? There's so many questions. There's a lot of questions. But for right now, I'm just happy it's here. You know, it's safe, albeit at a studio I have a lot of issues with. But Saw does lend itself to like how, you know, Jason Blum and everyone else at Blumhouse does films. So I would say that it's, you know, it's in safe hands. Not good hands, not bad hands, safe hands. I hope. I'm putting like I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can, but you know, that optimism can only go so far. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Saw coming to what do you guys think of Saw being owned by Blumhouse now? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Are you guys hoping are you hoping they'll release Saw 11? Do you think it should be rebooted? Or something else? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.